Good evening, good evening, good evening. We are coming to you live from the man cave. And we are here tonight to bust a box of 2002 Donruss Super Estrellas. It's an all Spanish set. So I will probably butcher a lot of names tonight, which is, of course, not intended. But yeah, I've known about this set for a while. I think I may have a random Brave or two, but yeah, don't know a whole lot about it. But found a good deal on it, and I thought it would be fun. Always looking for things that maybe people, don't have, player collectors, team collectors, things that they may not have in their collection already. So I'm going to give another minute or two before we jump into this. I'm going to shoot a couple of reminders out to people that we are live. So just bear with me. Hope everyone had a good week. I know with the new normal, a lot of people, such as myself, having a hard time even keeping up with what day it is. I was talking to my supervisor on Thursday morning, I think. And she was like, "Oh, I'm glad it's Friday." And I didn't have the heart to tell her it wasn't Friday, that it was Thursday. But it's finally Friday evening. Kids are in bed. And I have spent the last essentially 3 days redoing my two girls' rooms, painting them, hanging a new ceiling fan today, which I'm very proud of myself. I don't do electrical, but installed a new ceiling fan in my daughter's room, and I'm very proud of myself. Saved myself, I think, $130 from having Lowe's do it for me. So all right. Well, it is about 9:03 according to the clock on my computer. 8:59 on my phone. I don't know which one is correct, but we'll go by my phone. So we'll give it another minute. But I check what I got. If you don't know what these are, these are the Dollar Tree packs with the yellow parallel. And I think I counted 28. So I'm going to bust these tonight. These are for me. However, if anybody is interested in yellow parallels for your favorite team or your player, let me know. But I'm building the base set, and you know, not a lot of options for 2020 baseball right now, so it's going to be for later tonight. Finally got me a sorting tray, and yeah, I'm excited. Got some pages and got some binders. So, all right, real quick, the Super Estrellas. Well, let's go ahead and get started. It is 9 o'clock. Just to recap real quick, 24 packs, 6 packs per box, or 6 cards per pack, excuse me. And there is a 5x7 poster in each pack. Obviously, it will be folded up. So I'll do my best to try to ID each one of those. But I think this was a one and done. I don't recall it being used another year. On the bottom of the box, it does show us the 4 different insert sets. We've got Nation of Origin. I believe that's what that says. And I don't know what this next one is. I'm sorry. I did horrible in Spanish in high school. Then we've got the Estrellas insert, which I think is Star or Superstar. And then we've got something Precision, which I'm assuming is a pitcher-oriented set. So let's get busy. So I'll get my trusty pocket knife. And feel free to please use the chat if you're sitting there on your phone or your computer watching tonight. Oh, okay. Cynical Buddha corrected me. They did this from 2002 to 2004. Did not know that. I guess I could have looked up, but we got the inaugural set. Ben's in the house tonight, which I did a video on my channel of Ben is also a breaker. He runs some really, really good stuff. I know some of you are already in his breaks, but look up his channel. He does some really good stuff. He also, well, he's on Facebook as well. He's got a Facebook group. All right, so we got our packs. So if I did this, I really hate that my breaks are so unprofessional. I wish I could do something a little more professional like what some of the other breakers do, but I'm just not equipped to do it. So y'all got to look at my ugly mug while we do this. Buddha, these were the Dollar Tree Donruss packs with the yellow parallels, kind of like they did with Hoops and some of the other product that they've done. These were not a penny. They are $1. But I'm excited about doing those. So if there's any brewers you need, let me know. All right, guys, let's get to it. If I didn't do these live, I could probably set up a more first-person perspective kind of deal, but if I do them live, then I don't have enough channels or subscribers on my channel to go mobile from my phone, so I just gotta use my phone or a desktop. All right, so first card, we got a Cubby. Moises Alou. And very clean design. I actually like this design. We've got the card backs. Not a lot of stats. And everything is in Spanish, of course. So there you go. Ben, you said you use a cheap webcam. That is something I could definitely invest in. I've got a light box, light tent set up here to my left that I do toy photography and whatnot in, and I could probably arrange something in, set something up in there. All right, we got Nomar for the Red Sox, Mike Sweeney for the Royals, Trot Nixon, Red Sox, Jeff Kent, Giants, and we got our first insert. It is the Precision something or other. As you can see, foil front. The Diamondbacks there in the crosshairs. So, get my little stack of penny sleeves here. Don't want to get no fingerprints on them. All right. And then the posters, like I said, are folded up. And oh, this is a nice touch. I didn't realize it. They've got a checklist on the back. And the first poster, Mike Piazza for the Mets. All right. All right. Craig Biggio, Astros. Gary Sheffield, Braves. Jim Thome, Indians. Phil Nevin, Padres. And I believe there are some short prints in this base set. The Novato, and we've got Rodrigo Rosario for the Astros. Well, maybe inserts are one per pack because we got another one. We got the Nation of Origin. These are kind of busy, but they're colored like the player's home country flag. So we've got Mexico here, and this is Elmer Descends, probably butchering that last name, for the Cubs, or excuse me, Reds. Any foil card, they just don't come across as nice on camera or in a scan. Yes, the Novatos are 1 and 4. Thank you. All right, we've got a Roger Clemens for the Yankees. And this one is, the back is different. This one has a write-up, I'm assuming, of maybe the set as it's showing off some of the inserts and whatnot. So that's cool. I've been in a set building mode lately, which is probably not a good idea. I may end up having to buy a box of this for myself. Oh, there's just something quirky about this that I like. First up, Kevin Brown for the Dodgers. Todd Helton for the Rockies. Barry Bonds, Giants. Sean Casey for the Reds. I was just updating my Sean Casey collection the other day. Don't think I have that. Pudge Rodriguez for the Rangers. Followed by an Estrellas insert of Pudge. Those are nice looking. That's probably the nicest of the 3 inserts that we've gotten so far. poster is of... Wow, this was the Pudge pack. I don't have my list in front of me, but whoever got the Rangers, that was a nice 1, 2, 3 punch. All right, first Mariner, Edgar Martinez. Greg Vaughn for the Rays. Ricky Henderson for the Red Sox. John Olerud for the Mariners. Juan Gonzalez, Rangers. And we got another Nation of Origin, Luis Gonzalez, Arizona Diamondbacks. Poster. Uh-oh. Got a good one here. Vlad for the Expos. All right, one of the killer bees, Jeff Bagwell for the Astros. Troy Gloss, Angels. Eric Chavez, A's. Here you go, Ben. Here's Sammy Sosa. Alfonso Soriano for the Yankees. And we got the one I couldn't pronounce, the insert. But I just noticed, you can see there at the bottom, right out of the pack, it's got some damage. That foil is has been peeled back. So that's unfortunate. Troy Gloss for the Angels, by the way. I believe Tom from Angels in Order grabbed them. And the poster is Jason Giambi. First card is Jose Vidro for the Expos. I used to PC him at one time. Pat Burrell for the Phillies. Raul Mondesi for the Blue Jays. Bud Smith, Cardinals. Got another Novato short print. Raul Chavez for the Astros. And Nation of Origin goes to the Rangers. Rafael Palmeiro. Where is he from? Cuba. I did not know that. And the poster in this pack. Blue Jays, Carlos Delgado. Which I believe this is the second in a row that break that I've had a Canadian grab the Blue Jays. And most of y'all probably know this is the first break I've sold out. It helped that I dropped a couple of, at the very end that I dropped some of the unclaimed teams to $1. But yeah, I mean, all of this helps because I keep flipping the money and putting it right back in. My goal is not to make money. My goal is just to have fun. First card up, we've got A-Rod for the Rangers, followed by Chan-Ho Park, Rangers. Orlando Hernandez, Yankees. Juan Encarnacion for the Reds. Andrew Jones for the Braves. And the precision insert, Kurt Schilling for the Diamondbacks. So we got a Randy Johnson and a Kurt Schilling for the Diamondbacks. Poster goes to Cubbies, Sammy Sosa. All right. Moving right along, we got Sean Green for the Dodgers, Manny Ramirez for the Red Sox, Kazuhiro Sasaki for the Mariners. We got next up, we got the captain, Jeter, Jason Kendall for the Pirates, Nation of Origin. This is Houston again, and we got Richard Hilgado, hailing from Venezuela. And the poster, the captain, Jeter. Nice. All right. Hey, if you're watching, Mark, there you go, Ben Sheets. If you already have that card, let me know. I'll send you something for it. Mike Messina, Yankees. Pedro for the Red Sox. Larry Walker, Rockies. Brett Boone, Mariners. And, oh man, the nice card. And Estrellas, Vlad. Yeah, these Estrellas, these look great. Poster, Barry Bonds. I believe Dustin had the Giants. Often wondered, Cubs fans, Pirates, and Giants fans, how do you feel about some of these players that have been linked to roids? Richie Sexson for the Brewers. Tim Hudson for the A's. No problem. No problem, Mark. I'm going to get a box of this. I am. I love these quirky sets. Jim Edmonds. CC Sabathia. And we got another Novato. Kyle Kane of the White Sox. Never heard of him. And we got a Nation of Origin. We've got Albert Pujols. Nice. Carey. Cards on cards. So yeah, like I was saying earlier, I've got this itch that I need to scratch with building some sets, and I'm working on a few new sets. I'm doing forget the year off the top of my head, the Fleer Splendid Splinters. The short prints were wooden cards. Just kind of cool. Poster, Griffey for the Reds. But I'm kind of going back to the heyday of my collecting, which was the early 90s. And I'm not going to build every set. But unfortunately, players like Jeter and A-Rod are really starting to push the prices of some product of 93 and 94. And like I was looking, I liked like Upper Deck, for example. 93 Upper Deck, love it. That's one of my favorite designs of Upper Deck. Series 1, no problem. Jeter's in Series 2, prices are crazy. And I got it with like the Series 2 tops. Boxes are higher because you have the chance of pulling a gold parallel, Topps gold parallel. But with Upper Deck, there's in '93 correct me if I'm wrong, there were no parallels. So I don't understand. I mean, the '93 Upper Deck Jeter is not an expensive card. So I don't understand why the boxes are so freaking, like, freaky high. Same thing for like '94 Upper Deck. Series 1, especially like the Central region, because they did that weird region thing for that 1 year for the hobby boxes. Okay, yeah, Jordan's in it, and and then I think A-Rod, but neither one of those cards are super expensive. Granted, yeah, okay, you can get one of those electric diamond parallels, but I don't know. Sorry, it's going off on a tangent. Ben's working on the '93 Elite Dominators. Yeah, I like some of that early '90s, mid '90s stuff. Brad Radke for the Twins. Adam Dunn for the Reds. Mike Hampton, Rockies. Mark Grace, Diamondbacks. Mike Piazza, Mets. And we've got a nice Larry Walker. I just think it's crazy how much some of the stuff that used to be super, super cheap is just starting to skyrocket. Poster A-Rod. For anybody who's followed me on my blog for any length of time, I used to do breaks all the time, years ago, and kind of just got burned out. But I've gone back and looked at some of the stuff I've busted, and good Lord, I can't sniff the prices anymore that I paid. It's crazy. Jorge Posada, Yankees. Shinjo. I did a little PC of him for a while. Miguel Tejada, A's. Here you go, Ben, if you're watching. Kerry Wood. Albert Pujols. And a Nation of Origin, Roberto Alomar. Nice. Yeah, I'm glad I'm doing these again. I really have fun doing these. It's yes, it's an easy way for me to get cards of my team easily, but I enjoy doing these. I'm just really trying to space myself out, spread them out, so I don't get burned out again. Poster in that pack is Manny, the Red Sox. And up in these last several weeks, I've only been busting a box every other week. But I'm starting to get a backlog of boxes because I've just been so excited, and if I find a good deal, I've just been jumping on it. And Shane, darn it, Salmison, writes for Beckett, does the cheap box Wednesdays, cheap break Wednesdays. He turned me on to one of his suppliers, and I placed an order tonight, as a matter of fact, and I'll be announcing that at the end of this video and getting signups posted. But I don't. I'm still going to try to pace myself, and I understand people only have so much money to go around. Bobby Higginson, Tigers. Carlos Beltran for the Royals. Mark Mulder, A's. Chipper. Roberto Alomar for the Mets. And all right, Greg Maddux. Excuse me. And to go along with that Maddux is another Maddux poster. We will see what we can do with one of those novatos for the Brewers. We'll see. Kurt Schilling. Omar Vizquel. We got an upside down Brian Giles for the Pirates. We've got our base Maddox. And speaking of Novato, here's a Eric Sear for the Padres. And a Nation of Origin, Pudge Rodriguez. Poster in this pack. Another Red Sox. Pedro. Javier Vasquez for the Expos. We've got Ichiro, followed by Hideo Nomo. Ryan Klesko for the Padres. Rafael Palmeiro. And all right, here you go, another one for you, Ben. Estrellas, Sammy. Poster. Randy Johnson, Diamondbacks. Good, man. I'm glad you're getting some cards you needed. Nothing better when you join a break hoping to get, even if it's base cards, even if, doing your team set. We've got Maglio Ordonez. Roger Clemens for the Yankees. Fred McGriff for the Cubs. Griffey for the Reds. I'm sure Cody will be happy with that one. Carlos Delgado for the Blue Jays. And a Nation of Origin, Livan Hernandez for the Giants. Poster in that pack goes to Ichiro. All right, Giambi for the Yankees. Tim Salmon for the A's. I got 2 sweet Tim Salmon cards in the mail today. Lance Berkman. Was updating my collection and kind of, got me searching and found some 2 sweet deals on some autos of his. Shannon Stewart for the Blue Jays. Bernie Williams. And Juan Gonzalez. I got to figure out what these inserts are called, what they translate to. But they're shiny. Poster, Juan Gonzalez for the Rangers. All right, just got a handful of packs left here. Mariano. Barry Larkin. I don't know if Cody's watching, but I know he joined it for the Larkin. Bobby Abreu for the Phillies. JD Drew, Cardinals. Novato Allen Simpson for the Mariners. Nation of Origin, Vinny Castilla, Braves. I don't have many Castilla Brave cards. And our poster goes to Garcia Parra. Darren Erstad, Angels. We got Tom Glavine for the Braves. Jermaine Dye for the A's. Adrian Beltre, Dodgers. Randy Johnson for the A's, or Diamondbacks. And we got a Roger Clemens precision insert. Poster. Roberto Alomar. All right, guys, for you that are on Twitter, does this spokesman, does that not remind you of Tanner? Every time I see that, for whatever reason, I think of Tanner. Thanks for trying to figure that out, the name of that set, or that insert. All right, we got Javi Lopez for the Braves starting off. Another catcher, Charles Johnson for the Marlins. Andres Galarraga, Expos. Freddie Garcia, Mariners. Scott Rowland, Phillies. Nation of Origin, Sammy Sosa. Almost forgot the poster. It's like an Astros player. Yep. Jeff Bagwell. 4 packs. Moises. Vladimir. Luis Gonzalez. Matt Morris. Cardinals. Mar. Thomas. Sweeney. We're starting to get into some dupes now. Tomei. It's like the same pack we already opened. Phil Nevin. All right, Mark. Ask and you shall receive. Got a Novato. Nick. Is it Neugebauer? I'm sure you know who that is. And a Nation of Origin, Eric Chavez for the Athletics. Tony Gwynn. Nice. Barry Zito for the A's. Nomar for the Reds. Sox. Gary Sheffield, Braves. Not good. Sean Casey for the Reds. Pudge Rodriguez, Rangers. And we got a shiny Jim Tomei. I wonder how many Jim Tomei collectors are out there. Good player. He played ball in Charlotte, right up the street from me back in the day. When the Charlotte Knights were, I think, a Double-A team. I remember seeing him play. Ripken. Last pack. Hope we get something good. Todd Helton for the Rockies. Barry Bonds. Ricky Henderson. Olaru. Juan Gonzalez. And the final insert in this box goes to Bernie Williams and the Yanks. Let's check out the poster real quick. Pull holes. Nice. All right. That wraps that up. And as I had mentioned in the video and I put out on social media, I went ahead and placed an order tonight, and I don't have the bankroll to buy a bunch of boxes and have a whole lot. I've got to kind of pace myself. But even though I have some boxes in the no, none of those were really bricked. Last couple packs, like one card was just ever so slightly above the pack itself, but they didn't really stick. No damage that I can tell. I'll look at them a little carefully as I sort them, but no, everything looked good. No sticking or bricking, so that's good. I was worried about that a little bit, but anyhow, even though I've got a little bit of a reserve here behind me of boxes that I'm not quite ready to share, when Shane on Twitter turned me on to one of his resources, there were a couple of products I was looking at, and I was really excited because the prices were great. And I probably should have just bought them, but I didn't. I need the money from, as the teams fill up in order most of the time to buy those. But anyhow, I went back tonight and they were gone. But they did have several things that I had been looking at. So the next break, and I'm going to get the signups posted all across my social media channels tonight. So the Facebook group, if that's where you find me, on my blog, and I'll also post links on Twitter. The next break will be a box of 1996 Leaf Preferred. If you're not familiar with that set, it's a pretty cool. I think it's a pretty cool set. If nothing else, the insert is what a lot of people gravitate to. You get one steel card or one metal card per pack. It's a 77 card set. They're gold parallels. I'm working on that set. I'm about 28 cards shy of the full set. So really, it's going to be hard pulling cards that I need. But that's going to be the next one. That box has been ordered and it's on its way. And instead of waiting, till next week to do the signups and then wait another week before we post, I'm just going to go ahead and throw it up there tonight, and we'll break as soon as it fills, or as soon as it, for the most part fills. I'm going to do it a little bit different, pricing wise. Everything's not going to be the same price. The teams are going to be tiered based on the checklist. So I went through the checklist tonight and I did my best to price everything accordingly. So Pirates, Royals, a couple of teams just weren't represented all that great, at least in the base set. So those prices reflect that, $1, $2. Most teams are going to be about $3. So it's still going to be cheap. That's my goal. And I'm still stacking on the cards. So again, whenever you're ready for me to ship your stack, let me know. I'll keep building it up until you're ready to send it. So I blabbered enough. I am going to get the signups posted, and then I may jump on Twitter and do a Periscope video of some of those Dollar Tree Donruss packs if anybody's interested. So I appreciate everybody's cooperation. I appreciate everybody's support. Thank you, and we will catch you on the next video.